I'll be on top of your wife. Such trash talk and disrespect is just another TRP generator in the world of UFC. It's a hot topic indeed. Such comments can further lead to even violence, and post-match violence has also been prevalent. So hey guys, welcome to MMA Wired. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and also hit the bell icon for the latest updates. So without wasting a sec, let's dive into today's wonderful venture, which is 5 most disrespectful moments in the UFC. 5. Nate Diaz. As always. When you're talking about disrespect in the UFC, some fighters have been guilty of worse individual moments. But perhaps no fighter has been as consistently disrespectful to his opponents as Nate Diaz. One could discuss Diaz's myriad moments of disrespect all day long, but the best one would probably have to be his actions during his April 2008 fight with Kurt Pellegrino. A tremendous wrestler and grappler, Pellegrino took Diaz to the ground only to find that he'd bitten off more than he could chew. And Diaz quickly threw his legs up and caught him in a triangle choke. With the knowledge that the choke was sunk in, Diaz decided to completely disrespect Pellegrino. First, by flipping him off with a double bird while he was stuck in the hold, before doing a double biceps flex taunt as his opponent tapped out. It was classic Diaz, unbelievable talent mixed with the ultimate disregard for his opponent's skills. Number 4. Lesnar's rant at UFC 100. Going into his big rematch with Frank Mir at UFC 100, with the undisputed heavyweight title on the line, Brock Lesnar had a major chip on his shoulder stemming from their first meeting, when Mir submitted him in the first round with a knee bar. According to Brock, Frank Mir had a horseshoe up his ass, whatever that might mean. Lesnar made good on his promise to avenge his loss, destroying Mir with a series of caveman punches in the second round to pick up a TKO victory. But it was after the fight that Lesnar really opened people's eyes. He spat out his mouthpiece and began to rant at Mir, the crowd, and basically anyone who would listen. When Joe Rogan interviewed him after the fight, he said he'd pulled out the horseshoe and beaten Mir over the head with it, and then went on to take a shot at the UFC's latest big sponsor, Budweiser, before stating that he was going to go home and get on top of his wife. It was the ultimate disrespectful rant to the UFC and to Mir, and only helped to build the outlaw, badass image that Lesnar cultivated to become one of the biggest stars in UFC history. 3. Ortiz flips off Shamrock. Tito Ortiz was the biggest star in the UFC for years, and the source of his stardom could be traced back to one of the greatest disrespectful moments in promotional history. Way back in 1999, at the height of the UFC's dark ages. Faced with the only man to defeat him, Guy Mezger, in a rematch in the main event of UFC 19, Ortiz absolutely hammered Mezger until the referee decided he'd seen enough. But Tito wasn't finished. Rather than be a gracious winner, he pulled on an offensive t-shirt that read, "Gay Mezger is my bitch," before turning to Mezger's corner, primarily his lead trainer and UFC legend, Ken Shamrock, and delivering some gun taunting before flipping them off. Shamrock was absolutely furious and had to be restrained from going after the Huntington Beach bad boy. It was the moment that shot Ortiz to UFC stardom as he embraced his bad boy image to full. Number 2. Bisping spits at Rivera's corner. Going into his clash with British star Michael Bisping at UFC 127, journeyman Jorge Rivera decided to attempt to get under Bisping's skin by making the fight personal. He recorded a series of videos taunting everything about Bisping, from his fighting style to his family background and his British accent, and it certainly had the desired effect. Bisping was fired up like never before coming into the fight, and he took all of his frustrations out on Rivera, largely outstriking him in the first round before landing a blatantly illegal knee to his downed opponent. Bisping was deducted a point, and although Rivera chose to continue, it was clear that he was never going to recover from the shot. It was no surprise when Bisping finished him with a series of strikes in the second round, But what the Brit did next was a shocker. Not only did he taunt Rivera, telling him to go home, loser, but he also spat at Rivera's cornerman as he felt they'd been involved in the videos too. Number 1. Daly's post-fight sucker punch. The story coming into the fight between Paul Daly and Josh Koscheck at UFC 113 was that it was a match between the UFC's two biggest bad boys. The fight for the black hat, Daly put it. When all was said and done, the British striker may have lost the fight, but he was the only one that came away wearing the black hat. Despite promising a shootout, Koscheck decided to play it smart and use his smothering wrestling game to essentially hold Daly down for the full 3 rounds, never allowing him to strike a clean strike. As the clock ticked down, Koscheck, known for his trash talk, clearly said something to Daly, and when the buzzer went, before the referee could step in, the Brit unleashed a sucker punch on Koscheck as he walked away in celebration. Well, it seems disrespect is no big deal in the UFC, and disrespectful behavior sells. Instead of outrage, it just brings more viewers and gives the player a badass image. Is it harmful for the viewers and for the spirit of sport, or just a tool to build intensity? What do you think about it? Please tell us in the comment section. Hope you liked the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and also hit the bell icon for latest updates. Thanks for watching. More and more amazing content is on the way. Till then, keep growing, keep smiling.